Right, morning everybody. Today we're doing another advanced phrasal verbs and idioms. This is number 18. If you're interested in phrasal verbs, please, you can buy my book. It's on my website. That's skype-lessons.com. I can write it up here, where you can buy it as a PDF. Or you can look on Amazon. And if you look for visual phrasal verbs, you will find the book. And so there are lots of exercises in this book for just focused on phrasal verbs, and you've got lots of pictures as well to help you, and some answers at the back. I take these expressions though from a different book, and I'll be writing, in fact I'm in the middle of writing another book for phrasal verbs and idioms, and hopefully that will be available sometime next year. Morning Anna. And that will have not just phrasal verbs, but lots of different idioms as well included, because most phrasal verbs are used idiomatically, and so there are a lot of idioms where you see phrasal verbs. Good morning. Okay, so to let somebody off the hook. If you know the phrasal verb to let somebody off, then you know to let somebody off the hook. And again, that phrasal verb's in this book, certainly. Now, to let somebody off means to let somebody go unpunished. It means that you don't punish somebody, even though they've done something wrong. So if you're a naughty child and maybe you spill a glass of water all over the floor, a glass of orange juice all over the floor, and it makes a mess, if your parents decide that they're not going to punish you, then they let you off the hook, or they let you off. I've got to say that the hook is actually unnecessary. It's very clear what you mean if you say his parents let him off the hook. He broke the vase, but his parents let him off. No difference. His parents let him off the hook. His parents let him off. Exactly the same. But you can see what this means, that somebody's on the hook. It means that they're due a punishment. Yeah, you can imagine somebody being on the hook and they're waiting to be punished. So to let somebody off the hook, to allow them to leave unpunished, even though they've done something wrong. Now, to go all out for something, this is quite often used in sport. And if a team goes all out for a win, or if a player goes all out for a goal, it means he makes a tremendous effort to get that goal, or the team make a tremendous effort to get a win. And so this does mean to make a tremendous effort. Now, those of you who've watched some of the other classes may remember to go to great lengths to do something and to go out of your way to do something. Well, these two both mean to make a tremendous effort as well. But notice that this one is really plus a noun, go all out for a goal, go all out for a win, whereas these ones are very often plus verb, to go to great lengths to win the match, to go out of your way to get the project finished on time. Yeah, so they mean something similar, but these are often used plus verb. This one's very often used plus a noun, and that's reminding you that 4 plus noun, 2 plus verb, that's quite a useful rule that is sometimes useful, but not always. Okay, if somebody is, or a team, for example, again, a lot of these are quite sporty today. If Manchester United are within striking distance of winning the cup, that means they're very, very close to winning the cup. They're in a position where it's possible, maybe even likely, that they will win the cup. But you can be within striking distance of somebody as well. And this means that you are close enough to attack in some kind of way. I mean, striking means attacking. To strike somebody means to attack somebody. So if you're within striking distance of somebody, you're close enough to attack. And this can be used in a metaphorical sense, not in a physical attack, but in the sporting sense, yeah, where if a team is within striking distance of a win, it means that it's possible they'll get that win. It's likely even. Okay, I hope that one's clear because it's quite common. Now, the phrase dig deep can mean at least 3 different things, it seems to me, because it was used in quite an unusual way in the book that I took it from. Because usually, the most common meaning for me, when somebody has to dig deep, they have to find a lot of money. They have to dig their hand deep into their pocket to get a lot of money for something. So when you have to fork out on something, you have to dig deep. But when you have to splash out on something, you have to dig deep as well, because they both mean spend a lot of money. So that's one meaning of dig deep, to spend a lot of money. You have to dig deep to spend a lot of money when you need to spend a lot of money. A second meaning of dig deep, and yeah, let me make it clear, Itchy, fork out and dig deep are not the same. To fork out on something means to spend a lot of money on something, and if you need to dig deep, then you need to find a lot of money. So they are different. Second meaning of dig deep is to find information about something, somebody or something. If you're digging deep, you might be finding information about someone, trying to research someone, you know, find as much information as you can. It can sometimes be used like that, but rarely. And the way that it was used in the book was the Manchester United will have to dig deep if they're going to score a goal. Now, in this way, and I agree it can be used like this, I do agree, but it's rare. It means they have to find all the strength and skill that they have in order to win. So they have to make a real effort again. They have to use all of their resources. Yeah, they have to call upon all of their inner resources to win this match. And that's what it means by dig deep here. Dig deep into your inner resources. So you'll need to call upon those inner resources in order to win. So at least 3 different ways dig deep can be used. Money, effort, and even looking for information about someone. It could be used like that as well. Now, if you hold your own against somebody, this somebody is usually a very strong team. So my town's Southend, as I've said in a few different lessons, and we have a football team called Southend United, and they're not in the Premiership, they're not in the Championship, they're not in any of the higher divisions at the moment. But nonetheless, we have played Chelsea and Manchester United a few times over the years, in the cup matches, for example, not in the league. And when we do tend to hold our own against these giant clubs, these incredibly wealthy clubs with, you know, lots of incredibly talented players. Our local boys still tend to hold our own against these big clubs. And what that means is we don't necessarily lose. In fact, I can think of a few times that we've won or we've got a draw. Now, if I say we hold our own against these big clubs, it means we don't lose easily. It means we manage to put up a fight. And so to hold your own against somebody is to manage to give a good performance